You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got the ratings in for the women's gold medal game and the men's. And to say there was a hell of a lot of difference would be the understatement of the century. By the way, tell me again how just as many people are going to tune in with and without Caitlin Clark. Because, well, this gold medal game for the women's had the lowest ratings since 2008. Now, carry the 1, add a 2, blah, blah, blah. 16 years, I believe, is the number I'm looking for when determining how long that's been. I mean, look, the COVID Olympics had a higher rating, not by much, but it was still higher than these Olympics got. Now, a lot of people said, well, y'all were rooting for Team USA to lose. No, we weren't. We just didn't give a shit. I mean, there's a difference. We were indifferent. And that's the difference in all of this, is it kept people from making women's basketball in the Olympics appointment television to not. Now, it's just that simple. It happens the same way with WNBA games. They're coming back Friday. Caitlin Clark plays Friday. I'm tuning in Friday to watch her play. And you see how that works? It's real easy. By the way, the numbers that I made a video about the other day that have been missing in action for the other two games, they're still missing in action. They were so bad, they haven't even been released to the public. Why? Because they know somebody like me is going to make a video and go, there, told you so. I mean, honestly. And before we get to these, hey, let's touch on the men. Because the men, people tuned in droves. Now, you had multiple NBA players. You had an MVP on the other side from the NBA playing on the squad. But that 98-87 victory over France for the gold medal drew in an average of 19.5 million viewers for the men. NBC and Peacock. Most watched Olympic basketball games since 1996. That joker peaked at 22.7 million. Seriously. Wow. Okay. So let's go over to the women, right? It's going to be huge. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right. The contest, which had a very early 9:30 a.m. Eastern start time, drew 7.8 million viewers. Now, you may be like, well, that's early. Well, some of the previous games were late and all over the place, so same difference. Drew 7.8 million viewers, peaking at 10.9 for the final half hour of the 1 point affair. That is a bunch of eyeballs any way you slice it, though it only took moments for people to wonder what the numbers would have been like if Caitlin Clark had been on the team and compared to previous years. And you know why that number jumped to 10.9? Because people started talking about it online, that it was such a close game and it looked like France might actually beat them. That's why it jumped. So The Athletic posted this. This is a phenomenal publicity for women's basketball. Not like it could have been. Would viewership have been higher if Caitlin Clark was there? ? All the data metrics say yes. It's still an incredible number for women's basketball. Absolutely. This guy's trying to keep himself out of trouble because he knows they will come for him. You know who doesn't give a rat's? The Clark Report. He doesn't care. He's going to keep it real, and he's going to compare these numbers to NC2A basketball games, which should not beat Olympic gold medal games ever. Ever. Well, that's not what happened here. Last 5 gold medal games, 7.8, 7.9. That's Tokyo. That's COVID. 8.1. 10.2. You have to go all the way back to Beijing. Beijing, 5.9 million. Are you kidding me? Considering this is the most momentum that women's professional basketball has had in how many years? ever. Think about that. Think about the ratings going into this gold medal game, into this Olympics, and then realize that the ratings were absolute garbage for the WNBA during the COVID, ever. Let's be honest. Never good. Okay? But pretty good coming into this year, into this Olympics, all that momentum. And guess what? Your cash cow wasn't there. Your needle mover wasn't there. LSU, Iowa, 12.3 million viewers. South Carolina, Iowa, 18.9 million. Huskies, Iowa, 14.4 million. I mean, what the hell does all these games have in common? Caitlin Clark played in them. I mean, seriously. So now one's just simply got to ask the question, what would these ratings have been if she would have been on this team? You know, and look, just to keep it interesting, let's throw Angel Reese on this team too. All right, because we found out Diana Taurasi, Chelsea Gray shouldn't have made the team. One could argue that you could have removed somebody else for Angel Reese too. All right, now the numbers, her television numbers don't statistically show the viewership growth, but we saw with the All-Star game, you put Clark and Reese on the same team, people are going to check it out because they're intrigued and they're interested and they're like, oh, these two rivals are having to coexist on the same team with all the drama, yada, 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 yada. And that would have been the conversation for over 2 weeks. And Cheryl Reeve, of course, with her Diana Taurasi plot to get her 6 gold medals. Great, you won a gold medal. And people were completely indifferent to it, as they have been for the last 16 years. I mean, I don't know what they were back in the Beijing days, but it wasn't great. I mean, really, these Olympics, after this WNBA start to this season, this is the rating you got? That's bad. That's not good. That's not good. We tried a little told you so action. Just wondering, Caitlin Clark plays on this team. Does this game get 15 million viewers on it? Does this game give a run at the men's rating? It's safe to say the game would have gotten at least, 3, 4, 5 million more viewers? I don't think that's a reach. They missed out on a lot of attention. A lot. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.